All right, let's take a look at part 2 of Green Day's Holiday. I forgot to mention on part 1 on the intro, he does do that one more time after the first chorus and before the start of the second verse. So he does throw that in one more time. I just thought I'd mention that because I'm sure you watched part 1 before coming to part 2. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, so after the second chorus and before the lead solo, he does this bridge part that's really fun to play. And I'll show you how it goes first and then we'll talk about it. It goes like this. Okay, so really cool part. So that's done, okay? All power chords, it's F. He starts with the F and he goes to his A flat. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about root. You know your power chord is you hold your root and then 2 fingers here, a total of 3 strings. So we're gonna look at that. So here's your F power chord, goes up to the A power chord. And then he does a D flat power chord to a B flat power chord. And then an E flat to a C on that first little segment. So that goes like this. And once he gets going, he changes the chords pretty quick. And now the second part goes like this of that particular section. Okay, he does that up to the A flat, and then he goes to his E flat, and then the C, and then an F. Okay, and that root note's on the 5th string, so watch. Okay, so I'm gonna play the whole section slow. Okay, so he plays that a couple times before going into the solo. So let's quickly look at the rhythm of the solo before we look at the solo. It starts off on a D chord, and these are all power chords as well. So he does this, he does. Okay, so he starts off on a D flat, goes to his A flat, and then C, and then up to the F, E flat, D flat again, A flat again, and then he holds the C. Remember, if you're ever holding a chord for a long time while you're playing along and you can't figure out what it is, it's probably a C. Okay, so there's the rhythm part to the lead. Now the lead starts off on the F note here, so you start off on your 2nd string and on your 6th fret, and you're gonna go on the same string, you're gonna go to the 8th fret, and the 9th fret, and it goes like this. And then he goes back down to the 4th fret, and he plays that note on the 2nd string, and then he goes over to the 3rd string and plays notes on the 6th and 5th fret. So once again. Okay, so, and then after he does that, he does this. Okay, and that's done by the 2nd string. You're gonna be on the 8th fret, and then you're gonna go down to the 5th fret for the 2nd string, and then the 5th fret for the 3rd string. So it's gonna be, and then back to the 2nd string. So that whole section now, including that part. And then he does this. Okay, and that's done by the 1st string, 8th fret, and the 2nd string, 6th fret. Okay, so let's look at the whole part together now. And then he does the beginning part again. Okay, and then when they riding on the C at the end of the rhythm part for the solo, he goes up to this note here. So this is your 2nd string, 8th fret, and then he goes to the 1st string, 8th fret. And then he goes up to the E, and he holds that for a little while, and then he hits the F on the 13th fret. So let's look at that whole solo part slow. Here's the whole solo. Here we go. Okay, so there's the whole section of the solo. So you got the rhythm part of the solo, and you got that. Now, as soon as he's done, and then they have there's a little section with just bass, and then the bass is doing the same thing, and that whole section, and he's just doing this. At the very end, he does one thing that's different. At the very end of the song, the very end of the verse part, and here's how it goes. So he does this. And that's how it ends. So once again, you're doing the rhythm part. Okay? But at the end of that rhythm part, it goes like this. And then he does the E flat, C, F, F. Okay, so once again. And there it is. There's the whole song. So there's all the parts to the song. You need to play along to the song to get it perfect, and practice, subscribe. Have a great day.